It's time to stop the music. It's time to turn on the lights. It's time to start the show because it's a David Yourself show tonight. Hey, everybody! Welcome to the David Yourself show number 16, is it? Yes, it is number 16. Thank you so much for everybody being here. As you notice, I have a little bit of a new look going on, and I have a new microphone coming in, so I'm not using the other microphone. I scrapped that right now. I'm just using the microphone that's on the webcam, so hopefully that sounds okay tonight. I have been dying for some good audio, so hopefully tonight is much better than it has been. Speaking of bad audio, I wanted to say we're going to go over the prizes and the bingo and such that was won last week during the stream because I know that the audio is horrible. I didn't even finish watching the stream. I thought it was so horrible. So I would imagine a lot of you also did not. So I'm going to go over that and let those winners know what they're going to get. They have not sent those out because I wanted to make sure everybody was clear as to what it was that they did win. So I'm going to show the winners tonight what they did win. If you were not present last week, but you are present this week, and I called your number in bingo as one of the 4 final consolation prizes, just one of the 4 final, not one of the originals, but the last ones when it was all said and done, I will count your presence for today as a winner. All right. What do you think about that? All right, good deal. So let's see what we got going on over there. Let's take a look at some of that chat action. Let's see who's in the chat tonight. Hey, all right. Hey, how you doing? All right, good to see you too. All right, great. Yeah, no, I can't see any of that. I'm just kidding around. But we will go to the big chat here and let everybody take a look to see who is in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll up in the chat of Rooski myself and just start saying hello to everybody because I believe that's it. Hey, Eric D. Johnson, 74, first in the house tonight. So guess what, Eric? If your number gets called tonight on bingo, you are going to get a double prize tonight, my friend. And that is the rule going forward, I guess, from a couple of episodes ago. First one in the house gets the extra bonus if their name is called during bingo. So hello to you, Eric D. Johnson. Congratulations for being first. Hopefully that works out in your favor. Mr. Randy Hardy, thank you so much for seeing you, sir. Thank you for being here. TNRC Pilot, as always, hello, sir. Thank you. Someone from Texas to Tennessee. Awesome. Okay, great. And then, hey, Jeff in Lower Alabama. Good to see you, sir. Sorry to see that F-15 video, my friend. I've got a couple on my table right there behind me right now. So I just went and almost had to go hug them a little bit more after watching that. I'm so sorry to see that. So I'm so sorry about that, sir. Everything RC, hey Liam, hey everybody. Good to see you there. Randy, Mr. Butterfield, Mr. Nathaniel Pulling, how are you? Good to see you, sir. Appreciate you being here as well. Who else we've got up in the house here tonight? I believe it looks like my mom's in the house. Hey, Mom, good to see you up in there as well. Mr. Thomas Milano, hello, sir. TNRC Pilot, hello. Good to see you as well. I greatly appreciate you being here. Wow, Bill, hey, how you doing, sir? I think you may have been one of my winners last week. Can't remember if it was in the consolation or not. I have not technically gone through all the coins from last week. So here's all the coins that were in the parking lot and then those separate little spots that I'd marked 2 and 3, which means that's how many more names are going to go into the hat for the next prize, which is the Insta360 Go. Brand spanking new in the box. When y'all's gonna get that? I thought I would wait till 1,000 to give this away. Not gonna do that. Oh my god, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm giving this away at 750. 750 is when I'm giving this bad boy away, and I'm at almost 550 now. So spread the word. And just like before, last rules, just like before on the F15, if you get somebody to subscribe and you get them to comment on any of my videos, preferably one of the earlier ones, just because they're so old and they could use some love, but nonetheless, any of my videos, just have them comment just that you got them to subscribe. I will put their name in the hat, your name in the hat, and then from there, when we do the next prize, we're going to do something different. We're not going to drop stuff in the sky next time. Or at least not in that method. We'll figure something else out. So anyway, back to what I was saying. As far as the parking lot spots, there are quite a lot of coins that were out there. I had to work yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to have an extra day to get all this put together. So I do have everybody separated in plastic bags accordingly. Everybody that's in the bucket was in the bucket that was not in any other thing. So all these are just loose ones. And then there's also the bag that's still in there that has all the winners from previous bingo that will be going into the new bucket as well, because they technically were not part of that. Were they part of that job? Oh yeah, I think they were part of the job. That's right. Okay, so anyway, that's the update on the bingo bucket there. So make sure that if you get somebody to subscribe, we're going to do that. And then as far as 1,000 subscriber prize, I already got that figured out. You already bought that. So it's going to be something that flies again. But I'm going to give you a customized plane. It's one of the planes that's on my channel that you won't find anywhere else on any other channel. So that might be a clue for you there. It is a super easy plane to fly. It is a bind and fly model, so there's a hint. It's an E-flite product. But you're going to get the custom version just like the one that I have in my videos, but I'm going to make you brand spanking new and make you your own. So I'll have to carve the foam probably to get it back in the box once I customize it, because they'll have some, let's just say, some extras on there. So anyway, that's the 1,000 prize for 1,000 subscribers. So already got that noodling out. So get ready to do that and continue to get people to subscribe so that we can give away this Insta360 Go. Speaking of that Insta360 Go, I wanted to kind of show you a little bit. And I'll go over this here in a bit just with the analytics as well. But you guys may have seen some of that video that I just did with the paratroopers and the EC1500. Backstory, you may have noticed, hey, the EC1500 is back in the air. Did Dave get another prop? Dave did not get another prop because nobody has those props. But Dave, just like as you've seen before, has way more than he needs of any RC item. So I also have a drawer, big plastic drawer full of, guess what? Props. That's right. And there's even a little box in there for smaller props. But so I rifled through there, and guess what I found? A right prop for an EC1500. The only one I had. Nice. You gotta like that. Sometimes luck just smiles on you. So anyway, that's why you see that plane in the videos here recently. But with that particular plane, that was a recommendation from Aerospace Matt to put a camera on a basically a parachute kind of guy. And I just had happened the day before at the hobby store to buy some parachute guys. So speaking of the Insta360 Go that I was talking about earlier, here's the parachute guy himself, okay? So just a regular little parachute guy. I already took the leader off the top because you may have noticed having it attached top did not allow this parachute to open. And Tug Hill, this is for you. These do light up. So it's pretty excited. I know, 12-year-old inside a 50-year-old's body. Anyway, nonetheless, here's kind of a little update on how I did that. So this is actually the little screw mount that comes in the kit for the Insta360 Go. There's like a little, I think there's like a little thingamadoo in there. Very small selfie stick type thing. But anyway, that's the screw mount for that. So I just hot glued it, paper tape and hot glue. Of course, a little bit of paint just over it. And then from there, the thread on there was just a little small. So I wrapped it in some paper tape and hot glue. And now it's just a screw on. And there you go. And then here's the Insta360 Go itself out of the case. So here's what I'm giving away. Bunning. And if you're an iPhone user, boink, you just pull this off, plug it right in the bottom of your phone. It automatically starts downloading your photos. You can all do your video edits and stuff there. If you're Galaxy user or a Droid, there you go. There's the input there. You got to use a cord. But anyway, so it's just like iPod, just like the Buds. It charges itself in the case. It's magnetic. So what I did was blink, just threw it up in there, and then that's the view that you see right there. But this view will also swivel down, swivel out, do whatever. So anyway, that's what I did there. So a little bit of DIY, Dave it yourselfing with the parachute guys. So there you can see how that worked out. And that's why I love this Insta360 Go so much, because it is such a light camera and it's a perfect cockpit camera. If you've seen any of my videos with the cockpit stuff, it doesn't take much to get this thing in there from underneath where the battery hatch is, kind of thing. Or if you'd like to, like I do, take the canopies off planes and then actually detail the inside as well, then that's also a great option for these little cameras. And speaking of what this camera, the Insta360 Go, is going to go into next, I didn't buy any planes. Well, I take that back. We'll get to that in a second. But I'm currently in the process of rehabbing this bad boy. Brand spanking new out of the box. Haven't even flown it yet, but I'm already Mod Podged it. I'm detailing the panel lines, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to redo the cockpit. But it's a dual cockpit plane. So this bad boy right here is going to sit behind the pilot. And I'm going to detail the pilot helmet up a little bit and all that kind of stuff in there. And got some Google images of what the cockpit looks like. I think I'm just going to print them out on vinyl and stuff like that in color, and then cut out a little foam board to kind of make a little dash, and then just stick that stuff right on there. Same vinyl I use for my stickers kind of stuff, and then just print a dash on there and then just cut it out, put it in there. So that's kind of the plane I'm working on now. I'm probably going to unveil this at the Pilot Ryan event that's coming up, as well as the Cessna 150 I've been working on. I have that thing completely grayed out, and I started spackling the big stuff on the fuselage right now, so I'll try to get that done before that event as well. One of the problems I ran into is that that motor that was in that bad boy got crushed. And so let me show you. It wasn't necessarily here's the motor itself. I already took the housing off, and I'll tell you why here in a second. But it wasn't necessarily the motor, because see, that thing spins pretty good still. So it doesn't make any noise, not the shaft or anything like that. But what had happened is that there's this plastic ring in here that holds the magnets from the teeth up here into this basic plastic ring of teeth down at the bottom. One of the magnets had broken loose from inside and had slid down a little bit. So instead of just chucking this bad boy, you can fix them, just not at my expertise level. But what I can do is I can strip them down, and then I can have all these really sweet neodymium magnets that came in there. Tink, and look at how thin these things are. Can you say hello perfect for canopy magnet stick downs? Yeah, hello. And how many did I get out of that one motor? It looks like 12, 16, something like that. 12, yeah. So anyway, that's pretty great. And I still have a motor that I can still use, or at least rip off the wires if I need to. And I have a motor actually still in the brand new Cessna 150 box, so I'll probably just gut that one out, put it in this plane I'm rehabbing, and take it down to Florida. So let me know in the chat if anybody's going down to Florida. I would really like to meet some of y'all folks down there if you happen to be down there. Let me get into this chat a little bit more. Speaking of that, I want to see what's going on in there, so I can get back to saying hello to some folks. So let me scroll back up here a bit and see who else is in here I have not said hello to just yet. So I know we got TNRC I said hello to, and then of course Mr. Barterfield I said hello to. Wild Bill's where I left off, I believe. And then who else is in the house tonight? Justin Worden. Hey buddy, how you doing? There's our big winner, folks. Justin Worden with the brand new Aeros F-15. Justin has not had a chance to fly that just yet, unfortunately. Justin himself is dealing with a little bit of a plumbing issue right now, so he's dealing with that, poor thing. But anyway, as I told him, it could be worse based on what he's actually working on. So Pilot Jared, good to see you, sir. I appreciate you being here as well. Thomas Milano said hello to you, I know for sure. Who else do we have here? Boss223, hi, how you doing in there, sir? Aerospace Matt, there he is, my friend, and I gave old Aerospace Matt a little shout out. If you guys haven't checked him out, I've mentioned this before. If you've ever seen Tom Stanton stuff, Aerospace Matt is our American Tom Stanton. He's awesome. So anyway, so yeah, Jeff in Lower Alabama, you're going down. Going down where? Oh, you're going down to Florida. Oh, awesome. Okay, nice. Bring me an extra large shirt, sir. And make sure you bring my shirt so we can get pictures of wearing each other's shirts. That'll be fun. So yeah, so Boss 223, Big Muncie. Hey, Passmore's Playhouse. Hey, how you doing? 2 weeks in a row. Nice to see you. Good shit. Good, nice. Appreciate that. Really do appreciate that. All right, so I kind of jammed along a little bit and talked about a few things. Let me get to my official notes and see exactly what it is that I need to be talking about here specifically, because I know I had some notes, so I wanted to not lose track. Too late. Anyway, okay, so let's see. Wanted to talk about the next prizes. I already did that, but jing. All right, at least I'm still on track. Okay, so let's go over these numbers. Last week in the bingo and stuff to that nature. So if you happen to be in a house, I haven't noticed it yet. I don't know if you're in the house yet, but anyway, so last week we had 063, which is C Mafia, and I believe that was one of the original bingos. So I don't think he's here tonight either, so I can't extend him the offer, although it's not technically available for those particular winners. But and then Bad Rooster won Know Your Neighbor last week, so he'll get an extra shout out, an extra coin thrown in the jug. And then Wild Bill, you were the second winner of the bingo. That was on the ground there. No, actually, that was the second bingo poll, I think. So unfortunately, sir, I don't think you qualify for the re-give tonight. But this is like the fourth time I pulled your numbers. I don't know if your numbers has magnets or weights in it, but chances of me pulling it are pretty good, obviously. Shadow Ops, are you in the house tonight? I don't know if you're in the house. I just want to give a shout out. I got the 8-ball. I did not bring it tonight just for Shadow Ops because he hates the 8-ball. Although it is fairly right most of the time, but that's all right. I don't want to put it up there if he hates it. And then G56 we pulled last week. That was a blank. Nobody was there. So, and I need to add some new subscribers in there. As a matter of fact, I want to check Passmore's Playhouse. I need to check my friend to see if you're on there. If not, we're going to throw you in that bingo tonight. And then I wanted to go through this. So Pilot Jerry, I think you had emailed me about the prices as well. So Pilot Jerry, he was one of the consolations I had. So I had Pilot Jerry at 062. Then I had Joe Habib. Joe, are you in the show tonight? So these are the 4 cats that do get a chance to get a prize if for some reason, because this was the consolation. So Passmore. Okay, so let me see who's up in here. Okay, so anyway, so then we've got so Joe Habib was 073. Then we had Randy Hardy. Randy, you in the house tonight, my friend? You'll also get a chance to win. And then Tyson D. Strong at N38. He was the other one. So those are the 4 consolation guys. So I don't know how many of you are in here tonight with that. But I think I do know that Pilot Jerry was here. So here's what's coming to the consolation, guys. Everybody's going to get themselves a Dave It Yourself t-shirt. So please make sure you let me know what your sizes are. You're also going to get some Dave It Yourself decals. And then there's also going to be 1 extra bonus item in each one of your packages, different from one another, which is just going to be a complete surprise. So that's what's coming to you guys. So if you happen to be in the house, please let me know that you are here and that, you know, that if you're one of those guys. So these 4 guys do get the chance to get the prize from last week again tonight. And then it's Joe Habib, Pilot Jerry RC, Randy Hardy, and Tyson G. Strong. So if you cats are in the house tonight. And then I wanted to kind of give a little shout out and a little bit of a question. I don't know if anybody's noticed or have seen lately, but I know a lot of you guys watch Skip Built RC. I know you guys watch Skip stuff. But he has his dog Abby that's not doing so well. Has anybody lived near him heard anything about that? How's she doing? I know she's kind of on her last leg. So I hope he's doing okay. So Skip, if you happen to be watching that, man, just know that we're thinking about you, and I hope you're doing okay, buddy. All right, so I just want to give that little shout out there. Okay, so back to the me not buying a plane thing. So I said I wasn't going to buy the Draco. Ordered the Draco from the hobby store. Took forever to get here. Matter of fact, still ain't here. At least not to the point where I went back and canceled my order. Why did I cancel my order? Because dang, E-Flight released that sweet F-16. So yeah, canceled the order for the Draco. Pre-ordered the F-16 through my hobby store. Sorry, Ryan. I just happened to be Pilot Ryan. I just happened to be at my hobby store at this particular time for that. But ordered that, and I think what my plan is I can tell you because you guys will all forget anyway, but I've already ordered the decal sets and stuff for the F-18, and I'm going to, since that plane, basically the F-16 comes gray, I'm basically going to make that plane a sister of this particular plane with the decals and livery and the tail and all that kind of stuff with the bats and black and red stripes and stuff. So that ought to be pretty cool. So I don't happen to know if anybody's holding tonight, but if you are, drink of the show, Tito's. Berry pomegranate flavor. So you guys make sure you don't look for that because they don't sell it. That's a Dave It Yourself item because I put some of this Kroger vitamin berry pomegranate stuff in it. Squirty McSquirt Squirt. Now you have flavored Tito's. There you go. You're welcome. So if you're holding, Muskie Bobby, you in the house tonight? Yeah, you are. I know you're probably holding. All right. So there's that. So there's a couple of little nuggets of things I wanted to talk about. And then what else we got going on here? Let me get back into my notes here. I also want to get back up into the chat to shout, see what else is in there. Aerospace Matt, 80 millimeter F-16. Yeah, again, with that particular plane, of course, Horizon Hobby. My dream job, and I've got a pretty good job now, but my dream job would be the film guy at Horizon Hobby. The guy that just gets other films, people flying. That would be great. I'd love that. But anyway, the guy that does that video, the work, does a pretty good job over there, and especially with the zoom ins and all the details about the plane and all that, the metal landing gear, and then of course watching Pilot Ryan's videos on that, watching Brian Phillips' videos on that, all those guys getting that stuff. That thing's just so dang sweet. So, and they also, Pilot Ryan was talking last night in the stream, he was talking about that F-18, some about how it looks and how the landing gear is very scale looking and all that, but not really as robust as it is on this F-16. So I'll be putting that into note as I continue to refurbish this bad boy. Like I said, I already have it all Mod Podged out, top and bottom. And just to do that, just give you a heads up on that, because I know I've had some questions about the Mod Podge thing. Again, that's a latex product. You can thin it with water. It comes out of the jug thick like yogurt. You want to water it down to less than water and put multiple coats on. I use those little, come in a pack of 12 at Walmart, sponge brush jobs. Put it on nice and thin. I normally, when the parts come out, I use one of the sponge brush jobs, soak that bad boy in 70% isopropyl alcohol, wipe down all the parts so they're all wet and shiny, wiping down with paper towel, get off all that sticky stuff from the factory, and then from there let them dry overnight, then go back with the Mod Podge. Real thin layer, do everything once, then go back again, do it all again, and now I'm at the point now where I'm using basically a water and latex black and different color paints and some metallic type paints, so that's really, really watery thin, and then using a very small brush to kind of just dip it into the panel lines and stuff, and then just let it spread out, kind of thing. So it's a hand job. I like a good hand job on a plane as well. But anyway, sorry, I know my mom's in the house. Anyway, so there's the notes about that. So I talked about the EC1500, talked about that. We're going to need to get over here to, I think, joke of the day, probably. Anybody bring any good jokes in the house tonight? I definitely want to hear about that. In case somebody hasn't brought any good jokes to the house, what I'm going to do today is, you know what? Let's go over my analytics or something. This is something I've been doing with you guys here lately. I just want to share this with you again, just because, you guys are all watching me grow, kind of thing. Slowly, like a plant, but nonetheless, growing. I guess as long as I continue to get some of that vitamin D, I'll keep growing. So here's my analytics on the channel as of today. So actually, this is for this particular video, it looks like. Where's my other analytics note? Oh, maybe that is it. Okay, so this video has all that, and then do I have a different analytics note? Oh, you know what? I think I uploaded the wrong thing. Anyway, I wanted to show you I had like 553 subscribers, how I was doing. But here's basically the analytics on that particular video that I just put out. So you can kind of see how that's doing. I didn't think it would do that good, to be honest with you. But I guess, I guess folks like to watch a 50-year-old guy act like a 12-year-old with parachutes and airplanes. So, okay. I like doing it, so it's not like it's a bother. I don't mind. So that's all good stuff. So let's shoot back into this chat real quick because I want to say, hey, who is up in there? So let's see. We got hey, Kit Kaiser's in the house. 2 ladies in the house. My mom and Kit's in the house. Nice. Yes. Shout out for the ladies in the house, everybody. Thumbs up for that. And speaking of thumbs up, if you haven't thumbs up my video, I'd greatly appreciate it if you would, because it means that you, enjoyed spending your time here. And if you spent your entire time here and didn't thumbs it up, then you didn't enjoy your time, and that makes me wonder why you spent all that time here. But I'm glad you're here, so please continue to spend your time here, even if you're confused about as to why you're spending your time here. I will gladly be your companion in that island of confusion. So let's see. All right, so Muskie Bob's got a cold beer. He just said he just cracked it. Me too, Kit said. Good beer. All right, so if anybody's sold, now's the time to turn it up again. Man, I drink once a week, folks. And it's this show. That's it. And that's enough. Oh, goodness. All right, so you know what? I think it's probably about time to lighten this up a little bit and get into the joke of the day. No, it's not. You know what time it is? It's bingo! I made you guys worry about when's bingo going to happen. I know, random bingo. Not specifically at the 15-minute mark, just random. I don't want you to be like, that's 15 minutes. Let me go check again. No, it's bingo time. All right, but I do need to get my bingo list open so that I can see who I'm about to pull. I realize my camera is a little bit more zoomed in, so I will do this all in front of the camera, so there's no hanky-pankery or BSery, because this planet's got enough of that. I'm certainly not going to add to it if I can avoid it. All right, so let's see what we've got in the bingo names. And I apologize to whoever may be a new subscriber that is not in here. And speaking of, actually, before I do bingo, I think I mentioned to Passmore that I wanted to put him on there. So let me check real quick. Pardon me while I do the 50-year-old part of the 12-year-old thing. Okay, let's see here. I am pretty positive you are not in here, but I just want to make sure. Because if you're not, you are going in there, my friend. Because I want you to be a part of this action and get all excited. Like everybody's really mad right now that I have just stopped. Everybody's on the edge of their seats. Everybody hang on. I'm putting in Passmore's Playhouse in there. All right, Passmore, you are 064, my friend. 064. You come right after C Mafia, who is 063, and right before Mr. Thomas Milano, previous winner, who's 065. So just know you're sandwiched in between a couple of goats. Okay, here we go. All right, let me get out of this so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, here we go. All right, so I got your names up on there. Okay, here we go. We got the right screen up. I didn't want to get you stuck on that. Okay, so here we go. Gonna do some bingo. All right, so bear with me as I do this in front of everybody. Oh man, please don't pour all over the floor. Please don't pour all over the floor. Okay, here we go. Oh, this one I wrote on. So that means the number was weak. Look, I'm going to keep it right here. All right, here we go. All right, I don't know if you know your number, but this one is N33. N33, let me go to the list. And bingo, what's his name? Oh, this is Mr. Randy Hardy. Hey, Randy Hardy in the house. I know you're in the house. I know you're in the house. Randy Hardy, give me a shout. What's what? Randy Hardy, bingo. Where are you, my friend? Please tell me you're back in there. Oh, Randy Hardy. All right, well, I got to give you the obligatory, stars and all that stuff, but give me a shout out. We're going to give it 6:25, so we'll give you a full 60 seconds, my friend, just in case. Stopwatch, boom, going. All right, 60 seconds. Randy Hardy, please give a shout out in the chat because you are N33, my friend, and as you can see, bada bing, 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 that's the number on that ball. Randy Hardy, where are you, sir? Please, 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 Randy Hardy be in the house. Yeah. Come on, Randy Hardy, where are you at, buddy? We are at 25 seconds. Randy, yeah! He's in the house. Hey, Randy! Yes, sir, my friend. N33 is your number, my man. You are the big winner. Big winner. First bingo goes to Randy Hardy tonight, everybody. Congratulations, Mr. Hardy. Cheers to you, mate. Cheers to you. All right, very fun. All right, I'm so excited. All right, so you know what we need to do after that? Because that was so fun. We need to keep up the fun with what? Joke of the Dave. That's right. I don't know if you guys got any jokes in the house, but if you don't, I do. I just have one tonight, and it's total goob joke, but you may like it because it's family friendly. Why did the Invisible Man turn down his latest job offer? Why did the Invisible Man turn down his latest job offer? He really just couldn't see himself doing it. Yeah! That's right, everybody. And that, my friends, is Joke of the Dave. That's right. You have been, well, you're sort of warned before that happened. So pretty funny, but there you go. Nice little one you can give to the co-workers at the office and not have to worry about having to talk to HR afterward, right? I did that with my Swiss joke last week, so did that in a Zoom call on Friday. Last comment of the day, got my supervisor to laugh, so hey, you gotta like that. In case you don't know that joke, this is the joke again. So what's so great about Switzerland? I don't know either, but their flag is a big plus. That's right. All right, you can use that at work too. No HR complaints for that one either. All right, so I wanted to see if anybody happened to check out my Instagram. I know you guys aren't all Instagrammers. You do not have to be Instagrammers. If you are Instagrammers, that happens to be great. I'd greatly appreciate it if you do happen to subscribe. But you would have noticed that I did, in fact, ship the package to Mr. Justin Worden, and he sent me a picture of it when he was still at work, and it was sitting on his couch after getting delivered, and he was so excited at work the rest of the day. So, but unfortunately now he has not had a chance to fly it. He's messing with a plumbing problem. So just know, Justin, I think you're number one in the world of number two, buddy. Or at least for right now you are. I have other plumber friends, but you're a temporary plumber, so I'm going to give you credit for it right now. So let's see who else we got in the chat tonight right now. So we got Randy Hardy, and then we got Everything RC. Anybody else I'm missing in that chat? Looks like I got a green box here too, so that's pretty nice. That means you guys are probably hearing everything I'm saying, and that's good because you know what time it is. It's getting ready to time for us to get over to that word of the day, I'm thinking. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some word of the day here in a minute because it's bingo time. That's right, double bingo so quickly. That's right. It's crazy in here. That's right. Everybody get ready. It's bingo time again. Had you leaning toward word of the day? Pull it back. Get you excited for bingo? Oh, here we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. Please don't pour all over the floor. Please don't pour all over the floor. Everybody get on the edge of your seats. All right, here we go. Oh my God, I can see myself dropping all this. All right, here we go. Okay. Reconnection successful. Well, that's nice. Can you hook back up to... I'm so sorry, folks. I am still recording this, so for some reason you guys do not get a chance to see this. I'm still holding the ball. Oh my gosh, I don't know what the flizz cakes is going on. I know you guys are probably losing it. All right, hang on. Hey, nice dropping. Yeah, you think I'm dropping the video signal. I'm not doing that, I promise. I don't know what's going on. I was such a smooth stream till just a second ago. All right, it says I'm still live. We'll see if that's the case. I'm pulling the screen back up now. It's probably like a lot of you people are. I'm still holding the ball, though. So I'm still holding the ball. Same spot. Hey, we're back. Okay, so for some reason I had an internet connection issue, but I'm also recording this on my OBS. So if for some reason there's a gap in the actual stream on YouTube, I will post the actual video of the full video without the interruption because I've been holding this ball this entire time. My shoulder's sore. Anyway, this is still an N, and this is N. Get to my list again. N42. It's blank. Should have put you down there. Should have put my new guy up in there. Oh, Passmore, I should have put you there. All right, so anyway, N42. Spontaneous, and I know there's probably going to be a BS alarm going off like that. Cut the stream when he pulled the bingo because it was... No, literally, I was holding the ball the whole time. I wouldn't do that to you. Again, it's a BS-free zone. And cheers to BS-free zones to wherever you are. Just enough to wet the whistle. Perfect. All right. What else we got going on here? So what was I going to talk about? Oh, that's right. Word of the day. It's time to learn somebody. Time to learn something, everybody. There we go. Clap out the hard words. All right, so it's time for word of the day. And hopefully this won't be too hard of a word for everybody out there. Get your thinking caps on. Get yourself a pen and paper in case you want to write this word down. It's probably a word that you've heard of, and you'll probably have somebody's face in mind as soon as I pull this up, but it is not this person. Bogart. Bogart is a verb. Bogart. And what does Bogart mean? Anybody have an idea what Bogart means? I think you guys all know what Bogart means. It means to cause someone to do something by means of force or coercion, to bully. To use the entirety of or consume without sharing. Hey, man, don't Bogart that. Pass, puff, pass, man. Puff, puff, pass, man. And that is word of the Dave. All right, there we go. And thank you. I appreciate that rule. Now you can go now. Thank you. Okay, so, all right, so there we go. A little word of the Dave action. So that's fun stuff. Hope you learned something there with Bogart. I did not know the bully thing, though. That was pretty impressive. So next time your kid... so if you have any young kids that are like in middle school still getting bullied or whatever, you can be like, yeah, stop bogarting him. Then they'll be all confused, like, what? And then while they're confused, your kid gets away. That's how that works. All right, so anyway, so that's how we're doing with that. Let's get back into that chat some, see what else we got going on up there tonight. So we got, let's see, Passmore. So I apologize for everybody what I blanked out there, but I do greatly appreciate everybody hanging out for me there. Greatly appreciate that. Looks like Tug Hill just gave Randy the big old shouty McDubert with the prize emojis. I mean, goodness gracious, Tug Hill, is your finger okay from holding all those down? That's a lot. But that's good stuff. Yes, sir. He's a big winner, unfortunately. Second winner, not a big winner, but hey, there's there could be we'll try to do something else about that here. I think probably it's a good time for us to get on to a little. Let me take a look at my notes first, make sure there's no topics I'm missing on. So anyway, Return the Draco. Let me get back to that. Return the Draco. Got the F-16 coming. Going to match it up to the F-18. All right, got that. Wanted to also give a thanks to the folks that have been recent and new subscribers here lately. I know they may not be in the stream so much right now, but I'm going to go ahead and give them a shout out because I got little screenshots on my phone about that. So give me a second while I give some shout outs to some of my new subscribers, such as Drone Man Productions. Thank you so much for being a new subscriber. I greatly appreciate that. Very nice to have you. If you happen to be in the house tonight, I think I did. I think if I'm not mistaken, I did give you a comment. I was hoping that you would make it tonight. And Randy Hardy had already given me your address in the stream or in one of my comments before. Hey, just so you know, folks, just for your own safety, I wouldn't necessarily put my address so much in the chat there, but you can always send me an email. Now, the channel here is Dave It Yourself, but the email is the Dave It Yourself channel at gmail.com. I know it's long, but I knew nobody would have it. So it's the Dave It Yourself channel at gmail.com. So make sure that when you win something from me, you send me your information there. And if it's a shirt scenario, you can tell me what size you are in the chat. I don't care about that. But when it comes to personal stuff, just send that to my email because I can guarantee it won't get shared there. But if you put it in chat, I can't guarantee that. And then also another subscriber, a new subscriber. I'm just going to spell this one out. It's B as in boy, BLASPT, Blaspt. So thank you, Blaspt, if you happen to be out there. I don't think you are. But thank you so much for that. And then let's see. Did I have another one? Oh, yeah. Another new subscriber, All RC Aircraft. Thank you so much. So please, if you happen to check this video out later and you're not in the stream tonight, please consider joining the stream on Sunday night. If you happen to see the stream right now, you'll see some fantastic RC people in this stream. There's no reason for me to even list them by name because every one of them would be a fantastic resource if you're into the RC hobby. And all you have to do is just look at my stream at any point in time. Every one of these is a solid chap or a solid lady out there, that's for sure. Now, let me give you a warning. If you need some RC tips, stay away from asking my mom. She does not know. She will refer you to me, so just email me directly. But anybody else in the chat, maybe Kit as well too. I know she does some camera work for Muskie Bob, so maybe she might also be somewhat RC savvy. So that's a possibility as well. If you want a female perspective on things, she'd probably be a good one for that. So what else we got going on here? So yeah, we're gonna need to get to know your neighbor. One thing I wanted to shout out there was I wanted to kind of give it a little shout out to see. I should have brought that receipt. Okay, so next week, dang it, I should have brought that receipt. Anyway, I didn't want to fill up the thing with too much stuff. But anyway, one of the guesses is how much do you think it cost me to ship that plane to Normal, Illinois, which is where Mr. Justin Worden lives. So I'm going to go ahead and put some stars in the chat. I do not have the exact receipt number, but just know I also paid for insurance because you get $100 for free. So I paid up to $5 for next. So I added $15 worth of insurance. Now I can tell you he got that dang plane in 2 days. And I think the reason he got that plane, and this is just a tip and just a thought that I had in my head, but I paid for insurance on that plane, which now means, as far as UPS is concerned, now they are liable and on the hook the longer it stays in their trucks and the longer it stays in their inventory. So they want to get it to destination as quick as possible to absorb that information in the insurance that I paid for. So something to think about if you guys are wanting to ship something. I wanted to make sure he got it, and he got it in 2 dang days from Georgia to Illinois. So bam, already on his couch within 48 hours. So something to think about. So anyway, so here we go. So we got Jeff in Lower Bama saying $200 to ship. Jeff, I said Justin Worden and Normal, not Brian over there in England. It probably would have been that for Brian though. I would not have guaranteed it I would not have doubted it if I'd had to ship that plane to Brian. But if he'd have won, I'd have shipped it. I would have just ate ramen noodles for 2 weeks, but I still would have shipped it because that's what you're supposed to do. So who we got? We got Tug Hill. So now you guys are guessing on the cost of the shipping and the actual $15. So just know that you're dealing with $15, and then boom, shipping on top. And it's we're just going to go with a 2-digit number because I don't have the receipt anyway, but I do know how much the number was less the change. So the first one that gives me that closest number, and I'm just going to let that continue to run. Tug Hill's getting close there. Oh, I shouldn't have said anything. Now they're just going to run up numbers. But that's okay. It's not like I'm ever trying to make it hard on you to win stuff in this channel. That's for sure. It's just all something different. You know, hey, it's a chance to watch a guy do something crazy, and I might win something. Hey, you know, it's fun. All right, so TNRC nails it. $65. That's right. Cost me right at $50, $50 and change. It may have even been like 51 or something, but 65 is the number in my head. So sure enough, $50 to ship that bad boy from Northeast Georgia to Normal, Illinois, and then the extra $15. So $65. So yes, sir, you're right. Congratulations to you, sir. You win a little extra something. And what that extra something is, if I call your name tonight in bingo, and we still got more bingos coming, you'll get a double prize. So there we go. Nice little bonus for you. So very good. All right, you guys can stop guessing. Tug Hill's just shouting out numbers. Now, another thing, and this has been something I've experienced before, and let me put this out here now since I just said that TNRC won this. I did see that TNRC won this, and he will win if he gets the second thing. However, because of the delay sometimes, people are trying to type something in, and theirs technically gets there quicker, but because of their stream to the internet, it takes longer to get there, so it shows up later. So that being the case, in this stream and any stream going forward, if I call out a winner, but you happen to actually have the answer in the stream, because it'll show up in the stream based on the timestamp appropriately later. So if it's in the stream later, don't sweat it. Feel free to shoot me a note. Let me know, hey, I think I got that first. I'll check into it. If it is, boom, you both win. The winner I called out and you as well. And if there's 4 other people, you also all win. All right. So there's never going to be a, oh, well, too bad. This is not the, oh, well, too bad channel. Well, it is when I'm flying stuff sometimes. But besides that, as far as the stream goes, it's after dinner with Dave. There's no limits. It's all about just having fun and maybe winning something. So very fun. So very fun. So yeah, so we're going to get into some know your neighbor action here in just a bit. Let me take a look at my notes here as well and see if there's anything else I'm missing. How are we doing on time over there, friends? 6:41. Yeah, we're cruising along pretty good. All right, nice. And everybody can hear me okay? How's everybody like the background? You like these bricks? You know how long it took me to put these bricks up? For one, they're building a lot of construction around here right now, so they just put some houses up the street from the house. As a matter of fact, they bricked this entire house, ripped all the brick off for some reason. Still can't figure that one off. Put brick back on it, and then painted it white. I don't know if there's any contractors in the house, but I was an insurance adjuster for over 20 years, so I've seen some contractor stuff. I'm just like, what? That is literally the biggest what I've ever seen. Rip brick off a house, put brick back on the house, and then paint the brick all white. Maybe if there's a bricklayer out there in the crowd that can tell me why that may have been. Maybe it's the way the patina or the way the actual face or the bumpiness of the brick. I don't know. All I know is they put the brick up again, and then they painted the place. That seems like a lot of money that went down the pipes right there. That's for sure. So here's to not wasting money and throwing it down the pipes. Some other things I wanted to mention was there's a couple of new shows on YouTube I've been watching lately, and you guys probably already watched this, but I thought I'd shout it out just in case you don't. One of them is Daily Dose of Aviation. Have you guys watched this? Now, in this particular YouTube series, I think the guy uses, whoever puts these videos up, maybe foreign, but anyway, uses that computer British voice. Not my favorite, but the videos are pretty kick-ass. But then there's some other videos, other channels that are similar to that as well. But Daily Dose of Aviation, if you just want to watch like a 4-minute video or whatever, just interesting aviation, not RC stuff specifically, but just aviation stuff from, it's worth it. And then another one, this is not aviation related, but I happen to run across his channel, and me being the kind of creative guy that I am, this guy blows my mind. But it's in dioramas. Have you ever seen, what dioramas are? Little small cities, blah blah. But anyway, he does everything in polyresin, and he makes everything by hand out of clay, and his work is phenomenal. And this particular channel is Jack. Let me see, make sure I get this right. Jack Creator. Jack Space Jack creator. So if you like diorama stuff, or you just like people that are able to work with their hands and make a piece of clay look exactly like Godzilla coming out of the ocean at King Kong with all of the ridiculous, ridiculous the skill level this cat has. And I mean, his videos are 20, 15, 20, 30 minutes long. I just, when they're over, I'm like, that was it. But that's just me being the artist in me. His stuff's impressive. So I just want to throw that out there. I don't know the cat, nothing of that nature. I've subscribed to his stuff, but anyway, if you like that kind of stuff, handiwork that just turns out to, and he puts LEDs and everything and uses, I mean, I've seen some of the ones where you guys got, making like, on ground, like tanks on fire and exploding. So this guy does everything in like polyresin, so it looks like it's in water. So like the alien symbiote is inside, chained up, the Godzilla thing, shark in a bathroom. I mean, just does it all by hand. This guy's amazing. I say it's a guy. I don't know that it's a guy. It could be a female. Anyway, that creator, amazing. So I just want to shout that out there. And a cheers to Jack Tech and a cheers to a Daily Dose of Aviation. So cheers to you guys. It's a good thing for that. So what else do I got in here? So I want to talk about that. We definitely need to get to know your neighbor because I got that coming up soon. And then what else I got going on here? Prize boxes. You see, I don't have any room for the prize box because of this brick right here. And getting back to the brick, does everybody like this? It took me a while to put this up. I think to get it right, I think it was 8 minutes. Yeah. Anyway. Dispel the mystery. I know, I just ruined the mystery, but that's okay. Fourth wall. Anyway, pretty fun stuff. The reason I got this particular background, I even have some lights, as you may notice. But the reason I got this particular background is because I want to be able to do this particular background even like when I go down to Pilot Ryan's thing and I'm in my hotel room. Because that Sunday, I'm actually going to be heading down to Florida the Sunday before. Because I have a stepbrother who lives down in Tampa, so I'm going to go kind of head down that direction and hang out with him. I work from home anyway, so I'm just going to be bunking up in a hotel room somewhere for a couple of days. But may do some daily streams every day that week. Leading up to the event, and then be able to do some things during the event, and then be able to do things at night back at the hotel room after the event potentially. So if that's the case, I wanted to have a nice little backdrop, so it's the same backdrop the whole time, except for when I'm out there and all that, as opposed to not having to worry about like what kind of shady hotel I'm in, because that's all about trying to save some money. But anyway, that's why this is here. So I just want to give that up there. So let's give a little shout out to. Oh yeah. You know who else we need to give a shout out? Who else is up here in the thing about here? Aerospace Math knew it. It's the magic of Dave. I tell you. Okay, who else is that? Anybody new in the house that needs to say hello to? And if anybody else has any other channels that they recommend, please put those in the thing as far as just like fun little brain fodder channels kind of thing. And I know all of our channels are fun and all that. And another thing I wanted to put out there, I think I just recently subscribed to Tug Hill, if I'm not mistaken. I know Tug Hill may not have a lot of stuff on his channel, but that's another one of those things. If I'm not subscribed to your channel, call BS on that. Let me know. Because of course I want to be subscribed. Because of course I want to follow your channel. Of course I want to feed traffic to your channel. Of course I want to give you likes. Even if you put a video up that I may not be necessarily interested in, guess what I do? I let it play. I set the phone down. I go do something else. You know why? Because that still gives you the full view on the video. That's how you do that. So anyway, that's how you do that. So I just want to give that up there. So yeah, so let's get ready for a little bit of Know Your Neighbor. So here we go with some Know Your Neighbor. No, it's bingo time! You know I wasn't going to forget about another bingo. Come on. Yeah, it's bingo time again. Oh, yeah. Then we're going to do some Know Your Neighbor. But let's get ready for some bingo right here. Who's ready for some bingo? Who's ready for some bingo? Who's ready for some bingo? Bingo. Okay, here we go. Let's make sure that I'm on the right screen. I don't want to be like on the chat screen. Okay, it looks like I'm on the right screen. You guys can see me, right? Okay, just want to make sure. All right, here we go. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. All right, here we go. Oh, this is horrible. I don't like this. Oh, one's already come out. Thank goodness. Okay. Please don't fall. Thank goodness. Okay, here we go. All right. This is a bee, my friends. Okay, get all my bees in the house. Who's all the bees? Warm up your clapping hands for the bees. Because this is... I think he might be in the house. Oh, wait a minute. Ah, dang it, I was looking at the wrong one. It's B12. It's a blanker. Gosh dang it. I thought it was Nathaniel Pullen. He's B11, and I'm pretty sure that he was in the house. But it's B12, and he's not in the house. But dang it, nobody's in B12. Okay, so that's very disappointing. Oh, that's very disappointing. Okay, so those are the three numbers. So we only have one winner there. So we got B12. Okay, so B12 there, and then we got N42, like I said. Okay, so we had N42, and then we got the big winner right there of N33. All right, so there we go with that. All right, so friends, so there we go. At least we got one winner out of three, and at least I take 3 swings, right? That's always worth it. That way, everybody gets a chance to win multiple times. Speaking of winners, let's see who the next winner's going to be. I'm going to go ahead and put some stars in the Chatty McChatterton. Boop. All right, we're going to do a little Know Your Neighbor. This one is an old video. This is a 2-year-old video, so get your heads thinking about that. This is a 2-year-old video from somebody that is in the chat, I believe. I believe he's still in the chat. But anyway, Nathaniel Pulling, no, you did not, my friend. I'm so sorry. Hey, McDale, good to see you as well. Nathaniel, no, you did not. I just pulled B12 and you are B11, my friend. I thought it was your name. So, yes, I did say your name, but only because I thought it was you. Swing and a miss, Tug Hill. Yeah. And just like baseball, I give 3 strikes, right? I try to swing 3 times. So, at least, right? So anyway, so there's that. So back to this Know Your Neighbor. So we got Know Your Neighbor coming up. There's a 2-year-old video, so just think about that right off the bat. Just know that it's not a current video from any of our viewers. But this particular video is coming up. This is also not an RC. But tell me if you know whose video is this. Oh, I'm sorry. Know Your Neighbor. And then whose video is this? Sorry, no production team. Know Your Neighbor. Whose video is this? I got my stars in the chat. Let me go and put some more stars in there because I know it's going to take you guys a second to noodle this one out. Now, the person whose video I'm using this from, they're going to get their name in the hat 2 more times because I'm using their video. However, since this is an old video, whoever can guess whose video this is from, and again, obscure, but he's in the chat, so just know that. First one to tell me 10 names going into the next bucket. 10 names. That's how hard this one is. So what I would recommend is maybe just go through the chat and just start typing out names of people you see in the chat and hope that you call it out first. Because I don't know that anybody's going to get this one. I hope somebody does because that means that they're giving his channel some views. But at this point, I don't know that anybody's going to get it. And at this point, I'm looking at the chat and it is crickets. Everybody's scratching their head. Nobody's even throwing out guesses. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a minute here. We're going to let it sit. Who is it? Know Your Neighbor. Whose video is this from? I will tell you right now, and this might make it easier. This is a full-size Stearman. This is a full-size Stearman. That might help you in case you happen to be. No, it is not Randy McDale, but great guess. I'm glad that you're the first one in there. Thomas Milano, no. Good, Boss 223, though. I appreciate you guessing, but no, sir. Who else is it? Whose full-size Stearman is this? You may even be able to see his picture. Aerospace Matt. No, but keep shouting them out. Just keep throwing out names in the chat because, like I said, I think he's here. I know he was here earlier. But just keep throwing out names and see who gets it first. But this full-size Stearman right here, you may be able to see his face in that little mirror right there at the top left of that photo. But yeah, just keep shouting out names. Just scroll through the chat, see who's in the chat, see who may not still be in the chat, but was in the chat because I already told him that this was going to be on here today. So he may have cut out, but nonetheless, keep shouting it out. Who is this? And I'm going to give you guys just another few minutes. Okay, I'm going to go stopwatch, and I'm going to give you another 10 seconds here. And then we're going to just call it. We're going to call it. So just start throwing out names. Who's in the chat? So start throwing them out into the chat because we're about to do it. You guys are going to be kicking yourselves. Randy Butterfield, Justin. Boom! Jeff in Lower Alabama. Yes, sirree, Bob. That is Mr. Justin Worden. Please like and subscribe his channel. And like I said before, I just yelled out to old Jeff in Lower Alabama. If somebody else happened to say Justin Worden beforehand, you will also win. But Jeff, you are for sure a winner on that, my friend. And you are getting 10 of your name getting thrown into that bucket, my friend, for that big, well, it's not big. It's a big deal, but it's a little camera. The Insta360 Go. Number 1, Jeff, and you are a perfect candidate for this as well. because you fly a lot of stuff, and now you're retired and you got all kinds of time to put cameras in planes. So you are going to get your name in the hat for this at 750 10 more times, my friend. And that's not even counting all the ones that are already in there. Way to kill him down, Jeff. Way to get him, buddy. Good job for you. Congratulations to Jeff. Everybody give Jeff a big shout out. That's a big win. 10 names. And like I said, I'm not going to be dropping them out of some drone next time. They're going to be more of a sure thing. What I was thinking of, and this is just something I've been noodling out, was shooting them out of some sort of air cannon toward a target. I think that might be fun. But anyway, so we'll see how that works out. So yes, congratulations to you, Jeff, with that. Justin Word, and that was it. And I don't know if you were just shouting it out, Jeff, or if you just actually seen his video before or whatnot, but kudos to you, my friend. Kudos to you for shouting it out. Good deal, good deal, good deal. 10 names. Ooh, that's a big one. I mean, I have to spray paint more coins and hand write with a Sharpie of more coins just to do that particular prize for you, Jeff. But I will do it because that's what we do here at Dave Yourself. Well, that's what I do here at Dave Yourself because it's called Dave Yourself. No production team, no Masons, but eBay. Do have eBay. All right, so very nice, very nice. So no prize box tonight, although it is sitting there. So as far as the names going in there, we have the one winner tonight, and that was that Randy Hardy? That was the big winner tonight, I believe. And Randy, didn't I also call you out before? I did, right? Okay, so Randy, you win technically twice, my friend. So you win for the consolation from last week because you're one of the 4 that was on that fell out of the bingo thing on the asphalt, and I call this consolation when it's all said and done because all those coins spread all over the place. So you won for last week, and you win for this week. So last week you're going to get, for last week's prize, you're going to get yourself a Dave Yourself t-shirt, okay, with the nice on the back. So you're going to get yourself a Dave Yourself t-shirt. So please email me what your size is for that because I have XL, XXL, and XXXL. So I have those. And then you're also going to get yourself, of course, some Dave Yourself decals. And then you're going to get yourself a bonus item in there as well, which is going to be a total surprise. Now, for this particular bingo, what you're winning tonight, let me talk about that. Grab that little bad boy up out of here. Because it was pretty cool. If I can find it. Bear with me. This is a big, big prize box. Oh, here we go. All right, Randy. Here's what you're getting, my friend. And this is something I talked about a couple streams ago. I was dying to give away some of these away, and that's what this is right here on the back of my phone. It's this little deal, except for yours still has the little ring on it. Let me show you the back of the package. Okay, so this is what you're getting. You're getting this little adhesive thing that sits on your phone, and it clips into air conditioner vents. It makes a stand. It swivels. It's got a ring thing. Of course, mine's already come off because it's been on here for years, but it's got a ring thing to put your finger in. It's perfect. So you're getting this as far as the bingo, as far as tonight. And then, of course, I think every bingo winner is going to get some decals. So you're going to get some more decals. Dave Yourself decals for tonight's win as well. So Randy Hardy, big winner for you, sir. Big winner. Big winner last week. Big winner again. I do like the way that this bingo wheel, and again, I avoided the crazy 8-ball because Shadow Ops hates it. But I still like it. And then you guys let me know. Get thumbs up in the chat if you like the crazy 8-ball. But yeah, I do like the fact that it seems like you do have some constant repetitive winners. And again, it's not like I have magnets in any of these balls. These are just little cheap plastic balls that came in this kit. And this is the kit itself. Of course, you can buy these at Walmart now. I think this is actually an older one, but this is basically a little kit here. And it comes with, the little bingo thingamadoogers that you put the balls in, the little cards, and of course, like the little chips to put down there. So, yeah, pretty fun stuff. But yeah, little fun extra. I like having tactical things to mess with. So yeah, that's good stuff. So yeah, so we're getting ready to round up on here. So let's go up into that chat real quick because we're getting ready here at 6:57. I can't believe an hour's gone by already. I hope the sound, I hope the video quality, I hope you guys are entertained. If so, please give this video a thumbs up and a like. I would greatly appreciate it. Certainly makes the the mental camaraderie of being out here all by myself kind of thing without any RC guys around better if I know that I'm at least helping out some folks over there. So let me know if you guys happen to like this chat. And if you do, please give this a thumbs up and like. So anyway, anybody got any, a guy has one at Runway. Let me check up these chats a bit. I'm going to start at the bottom of the chat right now and work my way on the way up and see what we've got going on here. So we've got Boss223. Thank you so much for showing up. Tug Hill, of course. Thank you for showing up. Jeff in Lower Alabama, another huge winner tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Randy Hardy, of course, the OG huge winner for tonight's show. And Justin Warden, there he is. There's Mr. Justin Warden. Yes, sir. He's the big OG winner from last episode. So good to see him as well. Justin, I hope that plumbing project is going along, friend. Boss223, Eric D. Johnson, good to see you as well, sir. Thank you so much for being here. Great to see you. Tug Hill, Mr. Butterfield, of course, and then who else we got here? Passmore's, and you got Playhouse Aerospace Matt. Thank you so much, Randy Hardy. McDale, of course, thank you so much for being here. It's great to see you. And then who else we've got up in the house tonight? And then we've got who else? And I said hello or goodbye to at this point. Nathaniel Pulling, McDale. Let's see. I want to make sure I get to say hello to everybody. I know it's a lot there, but Sean McKnight. Hey, Sean McKnight. Good deal. Sean, I don't know if you happen to be subscribed, my friend. I'm sorry I did not catch you in the chat earlier. If you are subscribed, please make sure that you subscribe and let me know that you subscribed so I can get you to be a part of these bingo things. And had I seen you in the chat earlier, I'd have put you in this bingo just because we got some holes we got to fill up in there. As you saw, we had 2 non-winners tonight, and that is BS on the David Yourself channel. I want 3 winners every time. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so Aerospace Matt, thank you so much again for being here. I greatly appreciate it. And who else am I missing out on? Anybody else am I missing out on? Yeah, Sean McKnight again. Great to see. Everything RC Liam, thank you again for being here. Appreciate that. TNRC Pilot, thank you so much for the time you spent here as well. Great to see you. And then who else we've got up in here? I want to say some quick shout outs and goodbyes to everybody. So, yep. Again, folks, thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate you being here. Until next time, I am Dave. I'm here every Sunday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I try to give something away at least 3 times with the bingo. This is the next big prize that's coming out for the 750 subscribers. And then the 1,000 subscribers, well, I'll break that out once we get to 750. But I already have it, so get ready for that. So make sure that you subscribe. Get other people to subscribe. Make sure that they tell me that you got them subscribed. I get your name in this bucket some more so we can go ahead and get ready to this next drop. So until next time, I am Dave, and this is the Dave It Yourself channel, and I am out of here.